Hi, my friends. My name is HADASSAH TREU. I am an award-winning Christian author, blogger, poet, and motivator. And my special video today is for all my friends who are writers, Christian writers, creators, bloggers, speakers. I want to share a message about what it means to be a Christian writer, because this is something really specific, and sometimes in the beginning we have our own romantic perhaps ideas or imaginations what it means to be a Christian writer. Perhaps we have certain expectations, and when they don't align with the reality, then we feel disappointed and start to question our calling, our gifts, and to question our path as a writer. And this, of course, is no good. We feel discouraged. So let's start from the beginning. I'm a writer. When was the first time when you said this to yourself, believed this, or perhaps said it to another person? Some of us knew from young age that we are called to write and create, and for some of us the call to be a writer to be a writer from a Christian perspective came later in life, and perhaps it came as a surprise. And as I said, then we most probably had certain ideas and expectations what it means to be a writer. And it is good to really check from God's perspective and from spiritual perspective what it means to be a Christian writer, so we can better handle our calling. And today I want to share with you two very powerful insights and truths about what it means to be a Christian writer that can help us fight discouragement and disappointment on the way and to stay on track. The first very important insight and truth that we need to remember is that writing is a spiritual discipline. Perhaps this may come as a surprise to you. Perhaps you never view writing as a spiritual discipline, but believe me, it is. And what this means is that we need to stay connected to the Lord and abiding in Him. We need to rely on Him to perform writing, the whole process of writing, relying on His grace and on His strength. We rely on the Lord to give us the ideas, the inspiration, the messages, the words. We rely on Him for the very act of writing, and we invite Him in this very act of writing as a service to Him. So rely on Him for the choice of words, for the tone, for the stories we share. We also rely on Him for the strength to perform this act of writing, because writing requires strength. It requires emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual strength. And we rely on the Lord for this strength. And as a spiritual discipline, also writing is not about us, it's about the Lord. It's about bringing Him glory, revealing more of Him to the world, and serving Him and His kingdom the best possible way. So this is the first powerful insight. Writing is a spiritual discipline. And when you adopt this view, and when you see writing from this perspective, it's much, much easier to handle disappointments and rejections on the way. The fact that writing is a spiritual discipline for Christian writers has also another very important implication, which leads us to the next truth. Because a spiritual discipline, the aim of writing, in the aim of every spiritual discipline, is to bring us closer to the Lord, to make us grow in patience, in character, in self-control, in integrity, to grow in the character of Christ, in maturity. But the thing is that testing often precedes growth. So this means that also as Christian writers, we will be tested. We will face adversity, challenges, opposition, doubt, discouragement, and many, many other things. And we will also face spiritual attacks. Yes, this would be something normal for us as Christian writers. So it is really important to know that this is part of the refining process of the Lord, and that being God's vessels and Christian writers means that we not only write God's messages in words, we also need to live these messages in words. We need to be pure vessels, and we need to learn how to deal with loneliness, rejection, failure, disappointment. And we can also trust God to carry us through this refining process. And we should not doubt His aim and His purposes and His help and His support when we are going through all this. We need also to know that writing and being a Christian writer has its price, and this price is really to endure suffering, to endure pain, and to grow in faithfulness. The main aim, as in every spiritual discipline and also with writing, is that we are not only aiming, or God is not only aiming for us to become better writers, but He aims for us to better reflect His image. This is really the overall and primary purpose in our writing callings. So if you are being tested now, and because of this you feel discouraged and you question and doubt your calling as a Christian writer, just want to tell you, don't. This is part of the process. This is part of the package. This means you're on the right track. And you can acknowledge the truth instead that the Lord is at work in you to refine you, to grow you, to mature you as a writer and as a pure, mature vessel and servant. So He can also entrust you as a writer with greater revelations and messages, with bigger responsibility and with a broader reach. So I want to encourage you, trust God's process, because writing is writing you. Which of these two truths did you need to hear today? I hope this encouraged you, and I would be happy if you share in the comments what you think and how this have helped you or encouraged you. And of course, if you share this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, then you can have more of these encouraging messages. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time.